How you going, guys? Mal, Dad's Garage, and just want to give you an update in this video exactly what we've done with the XP Falcon. So it's been bloody busy. So the XP's gone through a fair amount of work. We decided to just start again. So in the video you'll see interior out, motor out, gearbox out, drive shaft, rebuilt brakes, new radiator, or rebuilt the radiator, painted under the bonnet, rust in the boot, rust in the floors, got those all replaced, door seals, complete clean up inside, new carpet in the boot, plus all the rust and paint and spare wheel and etc. Yeah, but we've done a fair bit of work on the old girl, so I'll give you a quick rundown through the video, or give you some of the highlights in the video of what we've done with the XP. Her first drive, proper drive, and I like that first attempt. That didn't go so well, that one. But first drive, and we meet a very special person. Quite amazing. Go for a drive, first drive ever, still haven't even got the exhaust on. Down the waterfront where I live, and gentleman pulls up behind me. John Goss, very first person to see the XP Coupe on its very first drive. So a pretty incredible story. A little bit of that detail in the video, and yeah, take us through the journey. It's a fair bit of work. So yeah, hope you enjoy update on the 1965 XP Falcon Coupe, Dad's 65. Also, just a couple other things. New addition to Dad's Garage. Picked it up just a few weeks ago. We got a Mach 1 in fighter jet grey. Beautiful car. Goes like the clappers. And yeah, I might put a little video in, or a little snippet of its first start with a cold start with a bit of a tickle on the exhaust. So, Mach 1, cool. That one's called Dad's 1, Dad's 1, Mach 1. Since the last failed attempt to drive up, we've done a fair bit of work to try to work out what's going on. Carburetor's been rebuilt, and popped that back on, flushed it through the oil again, and just cut open the oil filter just to see if there's any metals in there, and there are a little bit of metal in there, so a bit of a problem. But the strange thing is, a couple of pumps, she starts pretty much straight away every time, and that's cold. I haven't had that on at all. Starts pretty much every time. It's just got that knock. I have put in a bit of a treatment for lifters, just in case that's a problem, but it does sound like a bottom end knock. So a couple of things we have done. We've done a compression test, and unfortunately they're all fairly low, as low as 105 and then up to 130. The first two are the low ones, so there could be a head gasket issue. The rest are about 125, 130, so they're all pretty consistent. We also did timing, and that was out, so we had to adjust the timing a bit, and I think that's actually smoothed out the idle a little bit. We checked all the plugs, and they're a bit oily, particularly these first two, so again indicating there's a problem. We've done an oil pressure test, and it's actually running at 40 to 50 psi, so really good oil pressure, considering we're thinking that it's got probably, well, it probably needs a rebuild, we think. So but idling fairly well until you give it a rev, and then not so well. Not too bad there. carpet mid-range, and then you can hear that knock really come in. But I'm going to see if we get the brakes going, which will be next week after coolies. We'll give it another attempt to drive and just see how it is, whether it's just blowing a lot of smoke and needs a rebuild, or that knock is just, yeah, no good. Anyway, that's the update. So we've gutted her, pretty much taken everything outside. I put the seat back in just so I could do some work, but yeah, so basically inside this one we've got cleaned up all the floors and found all the rust. It's probably a better way of seeing it. And then we found the floors over there, got a fair bit of rust in them. Doors are good. All the door cards are off. Putting all new rubbers and everything in. These are the floorboards here which are going to go in as some new rubbers, etc. We've put all the new fuzzies, trims in, new seals here. These are all new. Done some alignments on the doors. Also the new hinge with the spring, that was fun to get in. So that's gone in. So yeah, next is floorboards. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video just on the XP and the updates where we're at, the delivery, a bit of a clean up, then we gutted her, now starting to do some mechanical, rust repairs, etc. Alrighty, now there'll be some photos I'll pop up of the work being done, but basically new floors there and there, some rust taken out back there, torque boxes being done, and it's been painted all over the floor, and then also in the back there. Oh, something's dirty. You know what that is. Given the seats and everything as best to clean as we could, got a nice sort of wax coating over them. I've laid some carpet, just an eBay jobby for now, but it's actually pretty good, I must say. It fitted in really well. It was like well, wasn't that expensive. So a couple of holes in the seats, are just throwing a nice crocheted rug over there. She looks beautiful, given the dash and everything a good clean up, but everything's as per looking pretty good on the inside. I mean, for the original door trims, original seats, that's all good. Anyway, so the floors are now done, interior's back together, the seat's been repaired. She now slides back and forward, opens and closes here. Got to get some new seat belts, so they're horrific. I'll tell you what else we've been going. Most of it's been underneath, so we'll do that now. Alright, so underneath it, well, the new floors have gone in. A couple other small repairs, but basically just giving it a good clean up. There was filth everywhere. It was covered in surface rust and mud and these little like river pebble type things. So somebody's lived on a dirt road at one stage, but so we got new brake lines gone in under here, and yeah, now we'll start working on the brakes, which is the next stage of Dad's 65, and then we'll start looking at that motor. We'll give you a rundown of pretty much what's happened with the motor so far. Basically, front brakes, slave cylinder shot, getting new spring kits, new shoes, but you can see, yeah, she's shocking. So absolutely nothing in this brake whatsoever. It was either nothing or full on. And we're just going to run the drums down just to check that they're round, etc. What else have we done? Well, basically the hole under the car, I've been under cleaning it and just giving it a good tidy up, and plus some new brake lines and that going on as well. You can see that. But yeah, just a real good tidy up underneath. It was absolutely filthy. So basically, we're now working on stoppages because it was shocking. So basically new slave cylinders, now waiting on parts for everything. Old COVID in Victoria's stopped all the parts supply, so new slave cylinders in, but going to get all the slave cylinders done, just don't have enough. Brake pads are getting replaced, all the spring kits getting replaced, yeah, hopefully she'll be able to stop. Here you go guys, Mal, Dad's garage, and updating on the XP Falcon. Been trying to get it going, as you probably saw in the last video where we tried to drive it. It didn't go so well. What I've worked out is she's just old and tired, and so today, motor out, gearbox out, fuel tank out, drive shaft out. We've already rebuilt the brakes. Basically, yeah, just freshen the whole drivetrain up. So see how we go. It's a beautiful day for it. Not, but anyway, got number one son Dylan coming over, apprentice mechanic, and we're going to rip the motor out. Never done it before. Gearbox out, never done that before. Send them off to get rebuilt the motor and just to freshen up with the transmission, not the gearbox, sorry, auto, and then we'll see how we go from there. Oh, and also look at this. Thanks Dave from Right Lane Media, also known as Overtaking Lane, for the stickers. They look unreal, look good on the toolbox, and he also sent me a couple others. Well done Dave, thanks buddy. So the big block 200 is out. She's I think she's seen better days. Certainly could do with a much needed love, I think. I've replaced it with a big block D motor.
Brum.
Hey, look at that. What do you think of the new engine? It's the big block D.
It's been going for a few years now.
The orange top, that's the faster one. The head needs some work. Anyway, Dad's 65, engine is out. Let the hard work begin. And the engine is all the way out, gearbox disconnected. She is looking crusty and old. Alright, so this is the new fuel tank. So I've test fitted it, and she fits perfectly. Just drops straight in. So picked it up. By the time you clean, repair, get new parts for the old one, probably worthwhile just grabbing the new one. So got a brand new pickup and sender, which will be fitted today, and then everything you need basically to get the job done. I think it was $375 for the tank and that, and then some postage and that, so probably about $450 440 bucks for the whole lot. All right, let's get that in. Oh, actually, I want to have a look at the radiator got done too. There's all the bits and pieces tidied up. So there she is. Looks looking good. So that'll go in with the motor hopefully in a couple of weeks. These are all the brake lines and fuel lines and stuff like that. So got the car back from Juice's Customs, got the engine bay painted, boot repaired, painted, got the auto back, got the drive shaft back, so I'll give you an update where we're at. So this is the gearbox back from Dean's Autos. So, transmission. So she got new torque converter, and she's had a full reco. You would have seen what it looked like before. It's horrendous. Right, and here she is. So engine bay, tidy up. We're not after a show car, just after a tidy, well presented vehicle. So could have gone a lot more, but anyway. So all painted under here, tidied up. Engine bay itself. To the out of paint, redone some of the front areas, and yeah, so we'll give it a bit more of a tidy up in here, and I'll show you the boot. Alright, so obviously fuel tank is out. There was some rust basically through this section here, so we've just had that repaired. Just a bit of a lick of paint, nothing, again, not show quality, but certainly a lot better than what it was. Just trying to get it neat. So today, fuel tank in, and then we might start doing some work under the hood. Alrighty, so fuel tank's in, and yeah, looking good. Fairly neat around here, fairly neat here. Looking good. Bit of a paint job, and I found myself a spare wheel. Alright, so the engine bay is now tidied up a bit more. Some of these lines painted. Steering box, steering arms, a little bit of a polish up, and then the sway bar. So all up, looking a lot better. Nearly ready for the engine. Just got to start putting everything back on the firewall. Alright guys, welcome back to Dad's Garage, and today's an exciting day. What we're going to do today is going to put that, well, in there, using these two guys, that thing, and then me.
It's a shit YouTube channel anyway, mate, no one cares.
Now I did get my 4,000 hours up this week.
I haven't got it down. Right, Silver? I think so, right.
Alrighty, been an adventurous start to the day. Missing a few parts. Being down at the engine builder, we had to find all the parts, and then that took an hour.
Try two.
Yeah, so now we've bolted on the auto, got the motor ready to go. Got my trusty mechanics, and then we've got to put that in there. Alrighty, so she is in, not fully in, but in. So hard work is done. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate all your help. Dad 65, one step closer to running.
Alright, start her up.
She's cammed. Alright, so in Dad's garage today we are nearly finished the XP, hopefully get it running tonight. So we just got to fit the balancer. This is the last piece of the puzzle. So we got to get the balancer on, and then we can we'll get the radiator, water pumps, generator all fitted up, get some fluids in it, and hopefully turn the key and get the old girl going. That's the plan anyway. Alright, so we are getting closer. All the heater hoses are all connected, water pumps installed, the fan belt all installed, generators installed, radiator is in, all the new hoses are fitted, heater hoses here, all fitted here. Just got to connect up negative, put in the cooling lines for the auto to the bottom of the radiator. Then she's ready to crank over and check for oil pressure. So nearly there.
Not sure.
Alright, so time for its first crank over. So get some power, check for leaks, attach the oil pressure gauge, no plugs in. Let's see if she turns. See if we get oil pressure. Woo! Alright, I call that success. So next step, see if we can get this thing going. Alrighty, well I think we're ready to start it. So we got all the plugs are in, leads are in, checked for leaks, oil pressure, sensors back in, no leaks around here, radiator's all good, full of oil. Just got to get some fuel to her, which might take a while. It's all connected, all earthed, generator's connected, oil in the auto. Yeah, I think she's ready to go. Put a bit of a dab of fuel. Just to give it a bit of encouragement. I don't think she'll go first go, but let's see how it goes. And here we go. Checked oil pressure to neutral. Got the key. Alright, well that little bit of fuel got used up. That straight pipe sounds good. So a little dab until we get the fuel up the line. Which may take a few goes. Doesn't that straight pipe sound good? Oh, no, need some more fuel. We will get her running. She will live again. Alright, let's have another crack. Dab. And then, alrighty, ready to go. We got a fuel leak. Fuel leak from here. So we better get onto that. Alright, I think we got fuel leak fixed. Just get a little dab because it leaked out. Yeah, the old didn't tighten the fuel line trick. So, alright. This time I reckon we are on a winner. The XP Falcon will live. Neutral.
water pump and a bolt. I'll fix that up. Alrighty, take two on Dad's 65 first ever drive. We've rebuilt the motor, gearbox, drive shaft's been done, brakes have been rebuilt, new floors in the car, boot's got some new floors in it, painted the engine bay, heaps of other stuff to try to make sure that Dad's 65 this time drives better. If you saw the last video, yeah, it didn't go so well. New fuel tank as well, new fuel system. So we've started it after a rebuild, did really well. Haven't driven it yet. Did have a couple of false starts, which I didn't put on the videos. Just little things that we didn't adjust correctly, didn't have enough oil in the auto, thought we did. But once you run it, the actual dipstick goes way down, so not enough water, not enough liquids, fuel, sorry, not enough oils in the transmission. So little bit of setting up, a couple of loose wires here and there, but all fixed. I think we're ready. So we're going to head down the waterfront, take a couple of photos of the old girl, then I'm going to take it down to Cookies and get an exhaust. So it doesn't have an exhaust, so it's going to be really loud. So thanks to Winham Engine Builders for the engine. Thank you so much for Dean's Automatic Transmissions for the tranny drive shaft over at G-Bung. I'll have to put up who actually did the drive shaft. Yeah, thanks to my son Dylan, good mate Brad, for help putting the motor in. Also Craig has been very, very helpful as well. Juice Customs for painting the engine bay, doing the floors and also the boot for me as well. And we're going to head off to Willie's Wash and Wax on Thursday and make this girl look pretty. So I'm hoping she's going to start and drive today. It's a pretty exciting time. So head down the waterfront, get a couple of photos off to Cookies. All right, let's see how we go. 2 pumps. Oh, first go. All right, she sounds tough. Seatbelt on. Now I've got seatbelts. Look, great seatbelts. I'm waiting on one more actually. All right. Oh, yep. Oh, handbrake works. Reverse works. Didn't really set my mirrors up very well. She's moving and not stalling. I don't have a tow car today. Again, if you would have seen the last video of the first drive, which wasn't a drive, I didn't make it to the first corner. So, got a fresh 98 in her. She now can run on unleaded fuels. Oh, she's going well. Into drive. The old steering wheel's a bit heavy when you're not rolling. Oh, once you're rolling, she's beautiful. Oh, look. Oh, hang on. This is good. Loud. Oh, brakes. No, they're good. You just need to be a little firm with them. I remember the old days, 2-foot braking. Well, feels like I need to do 2-foot braking. So, didn't stall. This is as far as I got first drive. So, I'm calling this a success so far. She's loud. New exhaust will be about a couple of hours away, I reckon. Oh, she's going well. Bit of a breeze, so I don't know where that's coming from. I might do the windows down. Alright, this is good. Brakes are a little shit, but they're drum brakes. So, as long as you put that pressure on them, you're all good. Oh, hey! Feel that big block 200, but no exhaust. no tune yet. Well, I did the timing and had a bit of a fiddle with the mixture, but gonna get that done properly. Alright, head down the waterfront and get those photos. Alright, now we took some photos, and what a story. I pull up down there, lovely gentleman pulls up behind me, hops out of the car, starts having a chat. Really knows his stuff about Fords. Yeah, and really knows his stuff about Fords. And then starts telling me he won Bathurst in an XP Falcon. What? This is the only person that's seen this car on the road so far. First drive. Won Bathurst in an XP Falcon. I said, are you John Goss? Yes. So the very first person to see this car on the road is John Goss. That's unbelievable. It'd be like if this was a Holden having Brocky. Having Brocky walk up to you and start having a chat. But John Goss, an absolute gentleman, really knowledgeable on the Ford product. Really nice to have a chat with, but yeah, blown away. First drive of Dad's 65, first person to see the car, first person to have a chat about the car, it's John Goss. So that's a positive. Not sure what to read into that, that's a positive. Alright guys, success. We're going to pull it up at Cookies, we're going to get an exhaust, we're going to finish off this project, get a bit of a tune happening, get a few other things done, and yeah, have it polished and ready for a wedding on Saturday. Good to go. That sounds good.
Yeah. It should.
Real quiet, yeah. Yeah, yeah.